going, folks? Hope you're all doing good. Keith here for Come On The Hoop Celtic. So today I'm going to talk about Martin O'Neill, one of our greatest managers we ever had. Celtic fans that still adore him to this day. 20 years ago to this day he took the job at Celtic. At the time we weren't doing good. Domestically we weren't doing good. Rangers were like 10 miles ahead of us. Then Martin came in, switched it all around. A treble that season. We didn't finish 21 points behind him like the previous season, but what a man, like literally captain his country in the World Cup in 1982 for Northern Ireland. Born in Derry, won 2 European Cups with Nottingham Forest under Brian Clough. Like, you know, unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable footballer. Phenomenal footballer. He's played for so many clubs as well, like Man City, Norwich and stuff like that. Obviously managed the likes of Aston Villa, Sunderland, Nottingham Forest, Republic of Ireland, got Ireland to the Euros as well, 2016. How can I not forget about that? But look at, so June 2000, we were looking for a new manager, and basically we had a bit of turmoil with the whole Kenny Dalglish and John Barnes the previous season. Celtic were just going through a bit of a decline. You know, we only won one title in 12 years, so Dermot Desmond sniffed around, thought to go after this lad Martin O'Neill. Basically doing quite well with Leicester City, guided Leicester City to League Cup, and obviously they finished top 10 as well in the Premier League. So they're a good side, Leicester. You know, they had the likes of Robbie Savage, as much as I don't like him, Neil Lennon in there and stuff, and Heskey. But basically, we got him, came in, great interview of him on the steps of Celtic Park. Kind of gives me that kind of Fergus McCann feeling about it. The way he comes in, he shows that he's going to do his very best. And he did, you know. He got us 213 wins as a manager. He only lost 40 times as a Celtic manager. 7 trophies, 3 league titles, 3 Scottish Cups and a League Cup, and a European final against Porto as well. Look at Seville, phenomenal for Celtic fans. That was the final that made me a Celtic fan. That was the final that got me into football, Seville. Like, don't get me wrong, 2002 World Cup, yeah, I did enjoy watching the World Cup, the likes of Robbie Keane and stuff, but club boys had to be in Seville, you know. I just look at the players you bring into Celtic. John Hartson, Alan Thompson, Neil Lennon, Chris Sutton, Didier Eka, you know. Obviously Bobby Pettit changed the style of football around, done the 3-5-2, just a different style of football, a quite attacking style of football, very similar to what Neil Lennon's doing at the moment. But obviously his first game was away in Tannadice. We done comfortable there. A couple of games later, one of our best wins when we played the old Rangers, 6-2. We annihilated them in Celtic Park. Iconic goals from Henrik Larsson, Chris Sutton, you know, obviously Petrov as well. Absolutely, what a day, like, what a day for a Celtic fan, you know. That chip, truly sensational, as they say, but unbelievable. But he was just a good character, you know. He was a real man manager, you know. He was stubborn, but he had so much passion for Celtic. Obviously, growing up in Derry, he knows the importance of the club, being a Celtic fan, also being a Sunderland fan, as he said as well. But what he brought to Celtic, as I said, a different dilemma football. A lot of people thought, like, you know, it's going to take about a year or two to start winning titles, but in his first season he bagged the treble. He got us over the line, got us a magnificent treble. Before that was done the likes of Jock Stein that done it, and then obviously after Brendan done it, then Lenny's done it as well. So he has himself in the Celtic folklore now, you could say. But the European, obviously we talk about the European games, obviously beating the likes of Liverpool and Anfield, beating Blackburn, Newood Park, beating Stuttgart, Celta Vigo, obviously Boavista away as well, unbelievable. Beating Juventus 4-3 at home as well. He just had Celtic playing some exciting football, and we're a hard team. We were probably, at the time, no argument about it, I think Celtic from the year 2001 up to 2004 were the best team in Britain. No doubt about it. They played Manchester United in a testimonial. They beat them. They beat Leeds. Leeds were on top form at the time. They obviously beat Liverpool in 2003. You know, we were a good side, and the players we had, obviously we had Hartson and Sutton. At the time they were criticised for going up to Scotland, saying that they're past their peak and all, but the boys were unbelievable. Chris Sutton, was absolutely class for us. You know, we paid 6.5 million for him, I think, at the time, from Chelsea, and he was just proved. You know, like, obviously Harton scored nearly over 100 goals for us. So did Sutton as well. So just the partnership he had. Then obviously the King of Kings, like them three boys. You know, as much as you used to say was Suarez, Messi, and Neymar were unbelievable, them three boys were magic to watch. Unbelievable. You know, we obviously talk about Cadeti, Van Hooijdonk, and Di Canio, but them three boys, them boys won titles, them boys won cups, them boys smashed in Europe, you know. But I have to give it to Martin. Obviously 5 great years at the club. As I said, the European final 2003 sold to me as a Celtic fan for Celtic jersey. Obviously when I think of Martin O'Neill, I always think of him wearing a tracksuit, socks tucked in, yellow glasses on. When we beat Rangers or beat any big club, he's jumping around like a good thing. Them knees are like nearly 6 feet in the air, you know. Unbelievable. There's an iconic poster of Martin O'Neill. They used to be in the Celtic shops of him jumping up, you know. Unbelievable. Them knees, as I said. But obviously he signed Neil Lennon, got Lennon in, got some power force players in, you know. People looked at the time, these are all Premier League rejects. No, they're proven wrong, you know. They stopped Rangers dominance, you know. Obviously he got 7 all-firm consecutive victories as well. He obviously had a bit of taste of Lubo as well. We orchestrated a result in Ibrox as well, with Lubo scoring 2 as well that day. But he's just an unbelievable manager. Obviously 2005 came along, circumstances, his wife was very ill, he had to leave the club, he came out and said he was leaving the club. We won a Scottish Cup that season. We were unfortunate to not win the league. Obviously Motherwell, Scott McDonald, let's not talk about it. But just a magnificent manager. As I said, treble that tender at Celtic, winning the treble in the 4th season, obviously setting us up for European football. Would I like to see him come back to the club one day? Look, he's 68 years of age. There's obviously been managers that come back in all that age, but you know what? We could take him back maybe as a director of football or something, you know, maybe down the line. But he's loved, and watching that 9-in-a-row party talking about Celtic, and Neil Lennon has learned a lot from him. You know, he's learned a lot on Neil Lennon has from Martin O'Neill. Obviously, when he played with him, obviously when Martin managed them at Leicester and then at Celtic, you know. So we have to give Martin the appreciation where he should be at. But he done a good job at Aston Villa. He almost got Aston Villa Champions League football. I think he got them to a cup final as well against Manchester United. He had some cracking footballers there, like John Carew, James Milner, and Gabby Abonajar, and Stilian Petrov as well. So he had some good footballers there. Obviously, what sticks out to me is when he was managing Aston Villa, Henrik Larsson signed for United and scored against them in the FA Cup. But look, at good times for United fans, for them, for that moment. But like, he'd go down top 3, top 4 managers we've ever had, you know. Obviously Jock could be number 1, you know, but it's up to Neil Lennon. Neil Lennon has 10 honours now. He's ahead of Martin O'Neill, but Martin O'Neill has the European experience, them crucial wins. But Lenny has the Barcelona win, he's the Lazio win, you know. But well, it's another topic, you know. It's a different era of football, you know. Football has changed dramatically, but Martin O'Neill, hell, what a man. Always get the buzzes, even when I'm watching any of them. All the NTL days with a bit of Carlin in it as well. Unbelievable, you know. He still got Larsson playing good football, you know. 242 goals for Celtic, you know. Obviously Larsson played under the old great Martin O'Neill as well. So yeah, look, let us know what you think. Who was your favourite player during the old tender when Martin was at the club, you know? Was it the King of Kings? Was it John? Was it Chris? Was it Alan? Was it Stillian? Was it Jackie? Was it one of the keepers? Was it even David Marshall? Was it big Bobo Balde? Bobo's going to get you. Let us know. Let me know what you think. And hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. And I hope I see you all soon. Hail, up the Celts.